Hi, I'm Tim, the Cheap 3D Printer. And here at the Cheap 3D Printer House, we like to do things as cheap as we can without sacrificing quality. So I've been 3D printing as cheap as I can without sacrificing the quality for a little while. And I want to tell you about a filament that I'm using that I absolutely love. It is this Hatchbox filament, Hatchbox regular PLA. This is in black. The black is my favorite. I've done black, I've got blue. I've got some of their ABS. I like their ABS, but so far their PLA is definitely my favorite. I love it because, man, it just does so well. This right here is Darth Vader. And it's Darth Vader with a pin cup holder in it. And it's a model that I took off of Thingiverse, and I will put the link below, and so you can check it out for yourself. This one I made bigger than what it was supposed to be because, well, quite frankly, it's awesome. And you can see here it turned out just absolutely beautiful. The laydown of this Hatchbox is amazing. One little mistake back in here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. I think you can. One little mistake right here. It looks like it was under extruded there. Maybe a little bit up in here. But I think those are some settings that I have set up that my retraction may just be set up just a little bit too much. So I'm going to have to modify that a little bit. But this thing turned out amazing. And it made me want to print something even bigger and something even better. And so last night, about 7 o'clock at night, I set up a print for a Darth Vader bust. I had to take this model that I downloaded and put it into Mesh Mixer and combine the things together because it was all separate. But he's done. He's still got all his structure and support on here that I still have to peel away. But he looks amazing. We did run into some retraction problems. I did change some settings, and I actually went really aggressive on my retraction. And, well, you can see the problems here. He just did not get going here. There's a couple more over here. But this is going to go up on my desk. It's going to go up on the shelf, so people won't even notice that he's got some problems to him. They're going to see him from the front. I think the front looks perfect. It looks great. So they're just going to see him from the front and not even notice. Again, that black PLA from Hatchbox just laid down amazing. I've been using this at 210 degrees, and this is 0.2 layer height, 80 millimeters a second, which might be why I'm having some retraction problems. I'm not sure. I might be a little too fast. We'll have to maybe bump some things around and change it. But he turned out great. I only did, for the first time, I only did 0.6 millimeters on the wall, and I think it was 0.6 millimeters on the wall. Something anyway. He's thin on the walls and on the sides, and so a little thinner than what I usually do. This guy's nice and rugged. This guy's pretty flimsy. I also did a 0.2 or only a 2% infill on this. The reason I did a 2% infill, the reason I made those walls so thin is because originally it was set up to print for over a day, and I was like, I don't want to waste over a day. So I did it for, I bumped the settings down, changed some things. I could have made him just a little bit bigger. He would have fit on my plate just a little bit bigger, but he's big enough. Yeah, not life size, but he's awesome. So I can't wait to get the support material off so I can see his eyes, so I can see his full face. This guy is going to be awesome. Let me just see if I can get a little bit of this off, and so we can see what his eyes are going to look like and stuff. Let's find some. I don't know where my pliers went. There they are. Let's pull some of this away and see what we can see in here. he's going to take a while to get all the support material out, because I put this model together as one thing, and it was as multiple pieces. And when I did so, I should have closed off some stuff in the back in order to make it print fill in the back. I didn't do that. It's going to take some work to get all this support structure off of here. But anyway, he looks absolutely amazing. I've also been using gray PLA from Hatchbox. Gray PLA. This stuff has been a little crazy for me. I'll tell you, the black PLA, the stuff that made this, is so forgiving. I've printed it from 195 degrees all the way up to 210. This was printed at 210. This was printed at 210 degrees. I like the 210 degrees because it just seems to lay so like buttery smooth. But 195 worked well also. Gray PLA did not seem to like those lower temperatures, so I bumped this one all the way up to 210 right away. Finally started getting some good prints out of it at 210. When it was down under 195, it just wasn't laying very well. It wasn't. I was having some extrusion problems and stuff like that. So gray PLA, definitely 210. Black PLA, just about anything you can throw at it. So far, it's laid down really well, all the way up to 210, 195, 200, 205, 210. I've tried things at all different settings, and they've turned out well. So highly recommended, Hatchbox filament. The reason I love it, the absolute reason I love it, is because it's relatively cheap. It's not as cheap as some of the eSun stuff that you'll find. It's not as cheap as some of the other, dirt cheap filaments, but it's cheap. You'll be seeing a review on this place fill filament. This is in red. You'll see a review on that later. That red stuff, it works great. It works fine. I love the Hatchbox though. It really is just something I can go with. This is a completely unpaid for endorsement that I love Hatchbox material. I'm not seeing very many people reviewing it. I don't know if I just totally missed it or what, but love the Hatchbox. It's about $22 or so on Amazon, and there'll be a link below for some of the colors, and it'll be something that I'll be buying more of and something I'll be using later. So Darth Vader endorses it. Darth Vader says, may the Force be with you. If you want to see more of these videos as I post them, you can subscribe below, hit the subscribe button. There's a bell down there if you want to know when I do new videos, you can hit the bell. But I'm going to be doing more stuff with cheap stuff, more cheap printing, more, as I do mods to my printer, I'll show you more mods to my printer. I'll show you that these printers, even though they're inexpensive, even though they're not 500, they're not 600, they're not 1,000, they're not 1,500, they're not 5,000, whatever. These printers can produce amazing results. You just have to work with them, and they will get there. And you don't have to spend a whole bunch of money modifying them and making them better. This one I mentioned before, I paid $220 for. My wife paid $220 for. She bought it for me for Christmas. $220 for the printer, and I have roughly $30 in modifications to it. So $250, and I'm producing results like this. I mean, this thing is just absolutely gorgeous. It's shiny. I think that's why I like the 210 degrees too in this black. It's shiny. So highly recommended, Hatchbox. Again, if you like these videos, subscribe down below. Hit the bell if you want to know more when I produce more. And have a great day, and we'll see you next time.